You're on holiday, you're in the middle of nowhere, you got no access to a gym. What do? I'm going to take you through a range of bodyweight exercises and their variations and adaptations geared towards hypertrophy. I'm in Guardia San Framondi, a small medieval village in the south of Italy with a population of less than 5,000. Now, they do actually have a gym, but unfortunately for me, it's not open during the summer. However, they do happen to have this calisthenics park behind me, so let's see what we can do. So obviously, you got to kick off every workout with chest. Now, we've got the dip bars behind me, typically known for using them for dips, and we're going to get to that a little later. But let's start off with something a little bit more specific for chest first. So, let's do some deficit push-ups. Check it out. The hardest bit about this has got to be getting into it. So, want to make sure that we're coming down nice and slow on the way down, and all the way down past. You're going to find that your body's going to arch a little bit, so you want to try and keep your hips up, and then get into that deficit position to get a nice stretch, little pause, push back up. So let's do a set. Not gonna lie, but this bar's pretty wobbly. Anyway, the cues on this. We're looking to go nice and slow on the way down, elbows coming down, not up. As we hit that bottom point, we're gonna be making sure we're getting that nice deep stretch, and then with a little bit of a soft pause, doesn't have to be for a long time, push straight back up. This will be emulating the bench press, so we're looking at the mid-range of the chest, but we're also going to be engaging the lower chest, the upper chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. Right, next up, we're going to be looking to target the upper chest by doing some decline deficit push-ups with our legs elevated. Now, don't get confused just because I'm using the word decline. The point is that our feet are going to be raised above on a higher platform with our hands on a lower platform, and we're looking for some space underneath to be able to take our head down below past the point where our hands are going to go. This will emulate an incline bench press. So we're going to start by placing our hands on the lower surface. You want to put your feet on the edge of the higher surface, take your body as far forward as possible, and then down. Slow as you can, stop pause at the bottom, push back up fast. Again, this will be hitting all different parts of your chest, but specifically, you'll be getting a nice workout in the upper chest, bit on the front delts, and as always, hitting the triceps. As for rep range and the amount of sets that you do, with all of these exercises, you want to try and keep it typically around what you'd be doing in the gym. So if you usually do around 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps, 15 reps, you want to emulate the same. And if you're not getting to failure around the same point, just make sure on the eccentric, you slow it down even more until you find the tempo that works with your rep range, so that when you get to your given number of reps, you're reaching close to failure. Next up, we're going to be doing the lower chest. And for this, we're going to be hitting some dips. The emphasis on this is to lean forward so that we can activate the lower pecs more. However, even if you don't do decline work normally when you're in the gym, because we don't have access to the gym, it's more important to try and hit the upper, mid, and bottom chest. time to hit some side delts. But how on earth are we going to do that? Well, all you need to do is find yourself something heavy, something to hold on to, and you just do it like you would in the gym. Slow on the way down. Then all you got to do is walk around. The trick with this one is to try and do as many reps as you need to try and hit that failure point. So even if the object that you're lifting is lighter than what you normally would in the gym, doesn't matter, keep it nice and slow on the way down, and then just make sure you get to failure. For front delts, we're going to be doing something a little bit similar to what we were doing for the upper chest. Looking to elevate our legs with our hands lower. However, this time, instead of being around this sort of angle, we're going to try and take that angle up a little bit more so that we're on even more of a decline. In fact, if you can do handstand push-ups, that would be ideal, but if you can't, check these out. All right, finally, just to cook our triceps, we've got another little dip variation. Nice classic here, legs in front, arms straight, take yourself down, elbows behind, and press. On this one, I just suggest repping it out. Again, still slow, controlled on the way down. All right, by this point, your chest, your triceps, and your shoulders should be feeling pretty pumped, like you've had a good workout. If you haven't, just repeat the whole circuit again and try and make sure you emphasize slow eccentric. That's going to allow you to create a little bit more time under tension. It should essentially make the exercise a little bit harder and therefore be able to keep you within the hypertrophy rep range, typically 8 to 15. So next up, we're looking to hit the lats, and there's one clear winner when it comes to the exercise for this. This is something that should be a staple in everybody's workout, even in the gym. It's obviously going to be pull-ups. For this, we want to make sure that our palms are facing away from us, otherwise known as a pronated grip. We're looking to come all the way down. You don't need to completely lock out. You want to have the full range of motion, and you want to be going slow on the eccentric as fast as you can on the way up. How far apart you have your hands, that's just preference. Head above the bar. Next up, we're looking to try and hit the upper back, and for that we need to do some sort of rowing exercise. So we're going to be doing inverted rows. Now, if you're a beginner, or if you find these quite difficult, just remember, the less horizontal you are, with your head being this way, the easier these are going to be as you're coming away from the obstacle. The more horizontal you are, the harder it's going to be. So I'm going to show you the most difficult version that I can find, and if you happen to have some ladders, these are perfect. If you're advanced, ideally for bicep, what you want to do, grab the bar and pull. But if you can't do that, then we're looking for that supinated grip. And for a bonus exercise, if you're interested in being able to hit the back, some triceps, some lower pecs, it's time to do some muscle ups. All right, so there's no replacement for lifting heavy weights in the gym. However, I'm feeling like I've had a pretty decent pump after that. So if you don't have access to a gym and you are just looking to try and at least maintain your gains, I highly recommend this workout. You can make it difficult by getting a rucksack, filling it with some rocks, adding some weight to all of these exercises, slowing down the tempo, making sure you've got correct form all the way through. If you found any of this useful, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos like this. See you next time. Peace.
So easy to get out of.
Getting attacked by mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes!